Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today the star of the show is the Mini Controversy palette. As you guys can see, I did do one eye off camera just because I didn't know where I was going to go with the look. This is what the palette looks like. Very nice, small, comes with a mirror inside and it could fold all the way back. I love palettes that can go all the way back. It's just so accessible. Now, as far as the colors, you get 9 in here. For this look, I used 1, 2, and 3. So I only used 3 shades for this look. And then I added a little glitter from a little collection that I got off Amazon. Really good glitters. I also have a few new items that I'm going to use. I have this Essence mascara, which is called Get Big Lashes Volume Boost. I also have a Mega Dynasty, the Makeup Obsession highlighter I want to try out in this video. I have the BH Cosmetics Glowing in Grease. And this is a really beautiful palette, especially the blushes. The blushes in there are really cute. The highlighters are nice as well. I just wanted to try the other highlighters because none of those kind of go with the tone of what I have on. This is not new, but the concealers are. So I will be trying out the Lalonnie concealers finally. I've had them for a very long time. I just haven't got around to trying them on the camera for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and use the foundation and concealer. And also I want to test out this primer. This is the Stellar Brilliant Primer. I got this recommendation from, I think, Babs Beauty. I have this Sephora Micro Smooth. This is pretty much a setting powder. So I'm going to test this out because I've seen a lot of people use this. I usually use like the MAC, what is it? I usually use the MAC setting powder to set my makeup, or some spray depending on if I'm using like a luminous or a matte foundation. But this right here looks very promising and it's very smooth. So I do want to see how this works out because I have seen a lot of YouTubers and people use this for their setting powder after their foundation. So that is pretty much everything I'm going to use, and we're going to jump into this eye look right now. So for the eye primer, I am going to use my Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer by Too Faced, and I'm just going to take a small Wet n Wild sponge to smooth out this concealer to act as my eyeshadow base. So I'm just going to use a brush. I don't have no name, but it's like a small packing brush. I like to use this brush to carve out, especially when I'm doing a cut crease, is to kind of carve out where I want to do my crease and pretty much pack on the color first, because I have hooded lids, so I do like to pack it on and then blend it out. So what I like to do is I'll look up and then I will pack it on and then blend it out with a brush and go from there. So the first color that I'm going to use is Controversy, which is this nice purple right here. This palette doesn't really have a lot of deep colors. The other deepest color is this blue, but it has shimmer in it, and then you have this. So you don't have too many options. I mean, if you're very fair, you can use this or this. You can use these 3. If you're very fair, you can use this one, or kind of like my skin complexion, or a little lighter for your crease area. But to deepen like an actual nice dark cut crease color, you only have 2 options, and they're not that dark. Maybe so the purple, because these 2 have shimmer, so you're not going to get anywhere with that. I mean, I don't really like to use shimmer in my crease when I'm doing like a smoky eye or something like that. So I am just going to look up, and this helps me because my eye does crease right here. So this helps me when I pack on the color to get an idea of where my crease is going to fold, so that way I can cut it accordingly. So I'm just going to keep my eye open and pack on this purple. Okay, so as you can see, when I look up, you see these little lines. I'm going to go ahead and just fill that in. I'm not going to go all the way in with filling in the lines because I am going to cut this crease. So I'm just making sure the outer portion is nice and smoked. Okay, so I'm going to flip that brush on the other side. I'm going to wipe it off a little bit on a napkin. I'm going to flip it on the other side. I'm going to take that Diet Root Beer color, which is right here, and we're going to bring that color in a little bit more towards the middle and the inner corner of the eye. And I'm also going to kind of blend the purple and that brown together as I pack. I am going to take my Morphe M506 brush, and without anything on it, I am just going to go ahead and blend out these edges because we do not want any harsh lines. We just want to blend this purple and this brown out together. And this right here usually takes me about 10 minutes because I do like to blend until it is nice and smooth. So just keep on blending until you get those harsh lines blended out. Okay, so now I am going to go back into Controversy, which is that purple, and I'm going to use a M507 brush to add color and just further deepen that crease. Okay, now we're going to cut the crease with that same concealer that we used for the base. I use my ABH number 18 brush, very sharp and good for cutting the crease. It is a synthetic brush, very nice. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut the crease. So I'm not too worried about how perfect the cut is going to be, even though that is a pretty nice sharp cut. I'm not going to focus too much on that because we are going to put glitter in the crease. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my MAC 242 brush and I'm going to pack on Expose, which is this light purple color, on the lid. And with that 506 brush and some more Controversy, which is this purple, and I am just going to build up the corner and blend that purple in with that light purple. So now for the finishing touches, I'm just going to add some purple glitter where the crease is, and I'm not going to go all the way, but just like halfway point. Ahead and try this Get Big Lashes mascara by Essence. And the wand is fairly big, but I like it because it's not really wet and it doesn't clump up your lashes. When I tried it on this eye before I did this one, I actually kind of liked it. I wouldn't say it's a much of a volume booster. It just seems like it adds a small amount of length and a little bit of volume, but I wouldn't say it's an extreme volume booster. I've tested more, like their Princess one, the black and kind of like turquoise blue one. That one does extend pretty good. But my main thing when I try mascara is if it flakes throughout the day. That's our bleed under here. That's all I'm worried about. So let me apply my lashes and then we're gonna go ahead and get back in with the face. Okay, so the eyes are halfway done. We still have the lower lash line to do, but the bigger portion is done. So let's go ahead and go into this Stiller Brilliant Primer. It has like a little slip to it, but it does feel like it's going to smooth out the pores and the skin. And one thing I am liking about it is it's not balling up. It has that silicone kind of feel to it. Some of them ball up as I roll them over my skin. I hate that, but I'm not getting that with this, so that's good so far. So I am going to take a AOA sponge to apply my foundation. This foundation that I am using is the Lalonnie Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation Plus Concealer. I am using this shade 09A Natural Tan. Fit right onto the sponge. And this foundation is fairly thick, so probably just need like a pump for each side. And it's supposed to be full coverage, so definitely don't need a lot, but I do like that full coverage look. That's what we are going for. We're going for a flawless canvas. So that was one pump on this eye, and I do feel like I need another pump to put on this eye and just to spread out evenly amongst the whole face. For concealer, I am probably going to go with, I know 140 Pure Beige. I have 140 Pure Beige, 145 Warm Beige, and then I have 150 Natural Sand and 160 Warm Sand. Warm Sand 160 looks like it'll be a little close to my face, more so like if I was to cancel out blemishes or if I was to put this on and then put on the foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that one. Natural Sand looks like it'll be a nice highlight. Not too much, not too bright. 145 Beige. Just a tad bit lighter. And then you have 140, which is like really light, but I don't feel like one for like that really bright under eye. So I think I'm gonna go with 150. If we need to lighten it up, I will. This is Natural Sand. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm not trying to go for like a really bright under eye, so we're just gonna go with this one. And I'm going to use that same sponge and blend out. Not bad, because I'm not trying to go too bright. I do have a brightening powder that I'm going to probably use in this video too. So we're gonna test the brightening powder, even though this is not that bright. That's why I'm like, let's not go too bright. We're gonna use this Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I have two shades, but I think I'm gonna go with this yellow one, because this one looks like it's more so for color correcting, well, my skin tone at least. So let's go ahead and take a Smashbox angle powder brush, and I'm gonna tap a little bit of that off. I feel like it brightened it up just a smidge. Not like too much or too noticeable, but it just gave it just a little bit of brightness. But the way it set it is really, really nice. e.l.f. 101 powder brush. I'm going to use a Sephora in Tan. This is the Micro Smooth powder. I'm gonna go ahead and test out this Hotel Herreras. I think that's how you pronounce the last portion of it, but it's by Tarte. And it has a little mirror. It goes all the way back, and this is the bronzer. It's not bad. It's kind of red, but yeah, it's very warming. So I'm not mad at it, only because it's really warming. Can't complain. I'm gonna take a little bit of Fenty Beauty Caramel Cutie and this, what is this? A J-Cat Pro Makeup Round Eyeshadow Blending Brush to contour my nose. Next, we're gonna try this blushing in glowing in grease. I think it does come with a cute little mirror on here, and it does fold all the way back. So I think I'm going with this one right here. Yeah, Smashbox Buildable Cheek Brush. It's gonna take a little bit because we don't know how pigmented this is, but it is very pigmented. So I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. But I do want to focus it on the apples of the cheeks. Give me that rosy look. And it's a pretty color too. It's a really pretty blush color. we don't want to overdo it. So I think I'm going to leave it there. I might go in with just a little bit of this to tone it down because we don't want the cheeks to be doing too much when we got all this color going on, hair, eyes, and so forth. So it's going to tone it down a little bit with some of this. Go ahead and use this, what is this, Makeup Obsession Makeup Dynasty highlighter. And I'm just going to use this Echo Tools brush. Doesn't have a name, but it does come in a nice little set. And it reminds me of the ABH highlight brush. I always use that one. And it's going to focus a little bit on the cheeks because this thing can get carried away. You don't want to do that. Just one little bit. Oh, that's pretty. So this highlighter is very very glowy. So I'm going to take this Morphe 222 M222 brush. We're going to pat courtesy along the lower lash line and then kind of blend it out with this Diet Root Beer color right here. So let's just go ahead. .507 that we use in the crease, and take Diet Root Beer and smoke it out. Gonna add some mascara to the bottom. For lips, I'm going with Forecast, and this is by Morphe. It does have a very cool tone to it. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit of Cork by MAC on top of this. That's better. And then I am going to go in with, some Bite Beauty. You know what? Let's try this one. I'm gonna go in with Bite Beauty Flat White. And I'm probably just gonna apply this and that be that. And I'm going to use some of my Morphe spray to melt everything. This is the Continuous Setting Mist. To lock everything in, I'm going to use my Tarte Stay spray. And that is the finished look, you guys. So yes, I hope you guys did enjoy this video of the Controversy Mini Palette along with some few new goodies. If you guys did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click that little notification bell so you guys be notified every time I upload a video. Leave a comment if you guys did like it. If some of these products you guys already have or have tried, I would like to hear from you guys. And until next time,